Hello, I'm Lydia and I'm here to tell you about my science autobiography. So in elementary school, the only thing I really remember about science is hatching chicks in 3rd grade, and we did this to study the stages of life. Side note, I'm hatching chicks right now. In middle school, I don't really remember anything except in 7th grade, I had a teacher who was not good at classroom management. Everyone kind of ran around the classroom when we did experiments. It was all out of order. She would collect work and lose it. It was just insane. So that's literally all I remember from middle school. In high school, I don't remember doing many experiments, but I remember kind of note taking about science. For example, I took oceanography, which was science related, biology, and chemistry. In chemistry, we did a few assignments, but I can't tell you exactly what they were. I know one of my teachers brought her bees in, so that was pretty cool. It's hard to remember. We really didn't focus on science that much. In college, I went to Meredith College my freshman year, and I took modern biological concepts, and I got an A in this course, and there was also a lab that was on Monday nights for 3 hours, and I liked the class a lot, but I didn't like the lab that much, and I had a different teacher for lab than I did actual class, and I liked my class teacher a lot because she broke stuff down, and I feel like I can use her teaching methods. And what I mean by she broke stuff down is she put not a lot of things on each slide. So it was kind of like, it wasn't too much, and we would only go over 1 to 2 concepts a day, like big concepts. Of course, there was like little stuff we had to do. And then we'd do homework that was reflective of what we learned that day. And it wasn't homework that took forever. It was like 30-minute homework, you're done, and it kind of reinforced what we had learned that day. And so I'd kind of like to use her teaching methods in my own class and try not to make it so overwhelming. And at UNCW, I took Principles of Biology Cells, and I got a C, and it's the only C I've ever gotten in college. I thought it was really hard, and it was just the way the class was set up. There was maybe 100 of us in the class. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but there was a lot of people. And we had a lab, and I feel like the lab instructors and our actual instructor for the chorus didn't communicate that well. And I really didn't like the labs, and I've never liked the labs because I feel like it's a step-by-step process. You have to follow these things. If you don't, 20 points off your grade. And I felt like we were always in groups when we did the labs. And there was always that one smart person who just got science, was able to, write down really smart answers. And so everyone in the group that wasn't really good at science, they would just like write down what the smart person wrote down. I was one of those people. Unfortunately, I've never been that great at science. And then I also tried to take chemistry at UNCW, and I was getting tutored 4 times a week. And it turned out that I didn't need chemistry in order to graduate. And so I kind of had to decide, okay, is this class going to help my GPA or is it going to hurt my GPA? And I determined it was going to hurt my GPA, so I dropped that course. Again, I was really struggling in the labs. I really like lab classes, and I like experimenting, but I do not like college labs. I don't like to go by the book, like, here, do this, do this, do this. Oh, okay, well, you didn't answer that right, so you get 5 points off of this. And then I feel like my college experiences and my experience with science in general has helped shape my attitude, because I don't really feel like I'm good at science, even though I like science. And I don't feel like I learned a lot of science. And so when I have to teach science, I get kind of worried about it, because I was always so uncomfortable with doing the actual experiments. I feel like I'll be able to come up with good notes for my students, but I won't be able to come up with good experiments for them to do. So in my classroom, I'd like to do more of exploring and having fun with science than grading them on, oh, you didn't answer that correctly. That's really wasn't what happened in our experiment. So I just like to make it more fun in my classroom, not so much of a graded subject, more like a completion grade type thing. And that's really it.